You're 34 years old. You make $95,000 a year. You've got $18,000 in savings. By every standard, you're doing fine. You're contributing to your 401k. You're not drowning in debt. You can afford to live without constantly checking your bank account. And that right there, that feeling of finally being comfortable, that's exactly what's killing your financial future. Because fine at 34 isn't building wealth. It's treading water in expensive shoes. And most people don't realize it until it's too late. My name is Z, and I spend way too much time thinking about why people who make good money still end up broke. If you're finally making decent money but can't figure out why your net worth isn't growing like you thought it would, hit subscribe. Because what I'm about to show you is uncomfortable, but it might be the most important financial reality check you get this year. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to understand why comfort is slowly destroying your ability to build real wealth. Here's the thing about your 30s. It's the first decade where you're probably making real money. You've climbed the ladder a bit. And for the first time in your life, you can breathe. You can go to dinner without anxiety, buy the good groceries. You upgrade from your college furniture. You move into a nicer place. This is what you worked for, right? Except here's what most people don't realize. The lifestyle upgrades that feel like finally living are destroying your wealth-building potential. The median net worth for Americans aged 35 to 44 is $91,000. That's after working for 15 to 20 years. And about half of that is home equity, the actual liquid wealth you can access, closer to $45,000. Now, you might be thinking, I'm doing better than average. Maybe you are. But let me ask you something. If you're making $100,000 a year, shouldn't your net worth be growing by at least $30,000 to $40,000 annually? If you're bringing home six figures and your net worth only goes up by $12,000, where did the other $88,000 go? The answer is what I call the comfort trap, and it's killing your financial future in ways you don't even notice. The comfort trap isn't about being lazy. It's not about lattes or avocado toast or whatever nonsense gurus tell you. It's when your lifestyle expands perfectly in sync with your income, leaving you with the feeling of progress but none of the actual wealth. Let's say you're 28 and you make $65,000. You live modestly. You drive a paid-off Honda. You save $500 a month. Then you turn 32. You're making $95,000 now, but you've also upgraded your apartment, bought a newer car, started eating out more. You make $30,000 more than you did 4 years ago, but somehow you're still only saving $500 a month. This is the comfort trap. Your income went up by 46%. Your wealth accumulation went up by 0%. And the insidious part is that it doesn't feel wrong because you're not being reckless. Everything feels justified and normal. The nicer apartment, you deserve it. The car payment, responsible choice. But going back now feels like failure, doesn't it? There's research from Princeton that found emotional well-being rises with income up to about $75,000, then it plateaus. Going from $75,000 to $120,000 doesn't really move the happiness needle. You know what does? Financial security in your 50s. But lifestyle upgrades give you immediate dopamine. A nicer car feels good today. Building wealth feels like nothing. Let me show you how brutal this actually is. You upgrade your coffee situation. A few Starbucks runs a week, $72 a month. You stop meal prepping. Grab lunch during the week instead. That's $12 a day, 5 days a week, $240 a month. You upgraded your gym membership to one with better equipment and classes. That's an extra $40 a month right there. You got the premium streaming packages because the ads are annoying. That's an extra $25 a month across platforms. You started using ride shares more instead of dealing with parking or public transit. Average $60 a month easily. Your phone plan upgraded when you got the new device. That's another $15 a month you didn't used to spend. I haven't even mentioned clothes, vacations, or anything major. These are just the small, it's only X dollars per month decisions. Added up, $452 a month. That's $5,424 a year in tiny comfort upgrades that feel completely reasonable. Invested over 30 years at 7% average returns, that's $554,000. $500,000 in coffee and convenience. Let me show you the math that everyone ignores. Let's say you're 30 years old, making $90,000 a year. Scenario A, you live comfortably. Your expenses are $4,800 a month. You save $825 a month, which is actually pretty good.
You do this for 10 years. At age 40, with a 7% return, you'd have about $144,000 in investments. Scenario B. Same income, but you keep your lifestyle at 80% of what you could afford. You save $1,625 a month instead. Same 10 years, same return. At age 40, you'd have about $283,000. That's a $139,000 difference from the same salary. And that extra $139,000 keeps compounding. By age 65, that gap becomes $713,000. Same salary, different choices. This is the math nobody wants to talk about because it means the lifestyle you've built might be stealing your future. You can't afford everything. Even when you make good money, you still have to choose what matters most. You can have the nice apartment or the car payment, but probably not both if you want to build actual wealth. There's another problem. You're constantly comparing yourself to people who look successful. Your coworker bought a house. Your friend drives a Tesla. Here's what you don't see. Your coworker is stretching a 45% debt ratio with $4,000 in savings. The Tesla friend has a $68,000 loan. Actual millionaires don't look like millionaires. They drive normal cars, live in modest homes. They became wealthy by not spending like they were. So, here's how you escape the comfort trap. First, audit your lifestyle inflation. Go through 3 months of bank statements. Second, pick your non-negotiables. Choose 3 things that genuinely matter to your quality of life. Maybe it's living alone, your gym, traveling. Those are your non-negotiables. You keep those. Everything else, that's where you aggressively cut and optimize without mercy. Third, automate your savings first. Don't save what's left after spending. Spend what's left after saving. Set up automatic transfers immediately. Fourth, create a wealth gap goal. Make $100,000, but live like you make $70,000. That 30% gap becomes your wealth engine. You're gonna be 50 years old whether you build wealth or not. The only question is what position you want to be in. Your 30s are the decade where compounding does the most work. Every dollar invested at 32 has 33 years to grow. The comfort trap kills wealth because it steals time, one small upgrade at a time. Choose strategic discomfort now. Comfortable is the enemy of wealthy. If this made you rethink your spending, hit like and subscribe. Drop a comment with one expense you're cutting.